Hey Cancers, I am back with your February 24th readings. If you'd like to be notified of your future readings that come out, just like and subscribe to the channel. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed and liked the channel. Those of you that have even disliked the videos, I really do appreciate that y'all take time out of your day and your busy schedules and everything you guys have going on to spend a little bit of time with me. It does mean the world to me. So thank you very much. All right, Cancer, let's get into your February 24th. What is your focus, obstacle, advice, and potential outcome for February 24th? Please and thank you. All right. Starting with the Empress reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords, and Queen of Swords. All right, Cancer, what did you got going on for the 24th? All right, so the Empress, is talking about creating. She sometimes means pregnancy. So some of you may be getting pregnant. Not maybe getting pregnant. Some of you may be thinking about or trying to get pregnant. And it's taking longer than you wanted. But I feel like that's just for a small group of y'all. But I think for the majority of you, you guys are trying to create something, and it's not really working out. It's like you can't really get any traction with it. It's not it's just not working the way you want it to. Nothing's really lining up right. Nothing's flowing right. You have the Ace of Wands as your obstacle. So this is reversed. And so, the Ace of Wands talks about a new project, inspiration, having the urge to create. So you're trying to create something here. But it's not working out. I'm really getting that you're trying to create something, but the passion just really isn't there for it. You can't, maybe you're trying to move on from something or someone, possibly, and so like your head is telling you, well, I'm just going to start something new. I'm just going to move forward and try and focus on that, because what's in the past is in the past. And your head's there, but your heart's not there. And so they're not really lined up well enough for this new beginning, new creation, or, just this new beginning and movement forward that you're trying to create to actually happen. But I get that this is okay. Your head's in the right place. And like you're talking, like you've changed the way you're talking about stuff. You're like, I'm moving forward. You're not really trying to focus on whatever happened in the past. You're like, I'm focused on this new beginning. I'm focused on this new chapter. I'm focused on, what I'm going to create from this point forward. And so you're changing the way you're talking and thinking. And it's going to eventually change, make this card no longer an obstacle. It's like you're changing the way you're thinking. Your heart and your emotions are going to follow suit. And then they'll line up, and then you'll be able to have, this creating power that you're trying to. Like, you're on the right track, so don't let this discourage you at all. I feel like the cards are saying that you're on the right track, so keep going. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get your heart in the right place too, to get that energy, to get that motivation, to get that creativity and passion that you need. Your advice is the Knight of Swords. And so I see this as change is coming. The change is coming. And when it does come, it's going to be fast. I also see that things are maybe a little clouded. So maybe you're not seeing everything. It might be that you're not seeing all of the things that you are doing to, like, all of this foundational stuff that you are kind of getting in place, and it feels like it's not working. It feels like it's not getting any traction, but it is. Like, you're setting the groundwork and the change is coming. So just be ready for it, because when the change starts happening, it's going to be fast. Like I said, I really feel like the only thing that's kind of getting in the way right now is that your heart or your emotions hasn't quite caught up to your thinking. Like, your thinking is right on. Your thinking is exactly how you're going to get out of, exactly how you're going to start moving forward and creating what this is that you want to create. So the change is coming, and it will be fast. So just be ready for it. I get that. That's the advice. Be ready for it, because it is coming. And when it comes, it may not be very clear, and it may cause a little bit of confusion and almost like a little bit of chaos maybe. But I mean that in you're not really sure, like the unknown, because that can be stressful and scary for some, well, I don't know if this is really what I wanted. I don't know if this is really the change I was trying to create. Just go with it. That's the advice. When the change starts happening, go with it, because it is the change that you were working on. It may not look like it at the time, and it's just because he's kind of up in the clouds and he can't see everything, and he's moving so fast. It's almost kind of like a whirlwind too. So just go with it, because it's okay. It is what you are trying to create. And then your outcome is the Queen of Swords. You get total clarity. The end is, the outcome is that you get the clarity you want. You get to the place where you want to be, which I believe is just being self-sufficient, and you can see, you just get total clarity is what I'm getting. You get total clarity. You find this, your own power that in yourself, and this almost reassurance. If you before this have been pretty confident in your ability to create stuff, just confident in you, well, your confidence may have been knocked back down a little bit from stuff that's happened prior to this. Well, you get that back. You're yeah, you're right. I am a queen. I do create what I want. I have total clarity. I'm quick-witted. I know how to roll with the punches. I can, I can think my way out of something, which is what I'm getting, which is what you're doing right now, is really what I'm getting. You're not there emotionally yet, but your head is taking the wheel right now and saying, well, I'm going to help you out of this. So it's almost I'm almost getting you find a new superpower, which is your thoughts, your head, your wit, your intellect, and you have a new weapon in your arsenal, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting. Your you're finding this new power in your, you know, like in your head, your quick wit, like you're just like growing your confidence and what you're capable of, and your, you know, being able to rely on yourself, because it's helping you move through this, and you're going to see that. You're going to be like, well, when my emotions aren't in it, you know, when my passion isn't there, when my creativity isn't there, I always have something to fall back on. Which is kind of a weird way to look at it, but I get that this is like really, really positive for you. You do have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords here, so I feel like this is really good. And I do see a lot of, you know, I see like the light of a dawn, sort of, you know. So like this is like a new dawn for you that's coming. It doesn't feel like it's gaining traction, but it is. So go with it and be ready for it when the changes actually start happening, because they're going to be fast, and it might be a little overwhelming, because you just can't see everything that's happening very clearly, and it's going to be so fast. Okay, so I'm going to go with the your oracle. I'm going to go with the Oracle of Shadow and Light, because I feel like you're kind of moving out of the darkness into the light. So let's see what message or guidance they have for Cancer for February 24th. What message or guidance do you have for Cancer to help them pull through February 24th? Please and thank you. What message or guidance? Aloha healing. You're healing. This is part of the healing process. You are in the process of healing. You are closer to healing than you are closer to whatever set you back in the first place. You are there. It's like, hello, healing. This is what you look like. This is what this process is. This is what's happening right now. It's like, I may not be 100% yet, but I'm getting closer and closer every day. You know, I'm more like 80% healed, you know, and every day I just get, you know, closer and closer to being healed, so I can completely move forward and not have this dragging me back. All right, Cancer, that's your February 24th. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.